doing my check-in from bed because I'm hot and tired. I'll be doing a lot of mine from bed. So first day, it's so hot out today. It's actually insane. And I didn't pack probably the best because back home it's so cold and I'm like, there's no way it's gonna be that hot. And I'm just not in the mindset to wear shorts and like tank tops and stuff, but I really needed it. So I had to buy this today, but we went to the river walk, the San Antonio River Walk. So it's got a bunch of, it's like an actual river that runs through town, a small one. And they have restaurants on the side of it and you can do a tour. So we ate. I had a healthy lunch, salmon, spinach salad, which might be the like healthiest thing I eat while I'm here because there's so much good food here, like 10 times better than anything I've had. Like they know how to do food here in Texas. So I'm excited to be eating more, but I had a healthy meal today. That's good. And then we did the actual river tour. You go on these little boats and then the guide tells you about the history and the restaurants and everything. It's really cool. Cooled off a little bit, but it was actually quite hot on that boat too. I'm glad I wore sunscreen because that would be bad if I didn't. And then I had to go to H&M and buy this tank top because I was so hot. I'm like, for the next few days, it's going to be this temperature. I need this tank top. So I did bring a pair of shorts. That's good. And then all the walking, you have to wear shoes. You can't wear sandals really. So my feet are like kind of warm, but at least they're not in pain. And I think we're going for barbecue food tonight, a place called Pinkerton's. Honestly, probably like a chill night tonight because still tired from that full day traveling yesterday. And then just the heat kind of takes it out of you. And then we have a few big days of sports coming up. So having like a chill day or night, well, it'll just be night tonight is probably a good idea. I'm going to give you guys updates on the stuff I do. I'm going to try my best to take videos of some of the stuff like in the landscape mode, I guess. But I'll do voiceover because I bet it's going to be so loud at those games and all of that. So I'll just do a voiceover of that. And then I'll give you my daily recaps on here, probably all laying in bed like this because these trips are amazing. They're so much fun, but they're tiring too. So balance. So I'll check in. I'll let you guys know how my next 24 hours goes. This is where I thrive. A beautiful outdoor shopping mall. This was the shops at La Cantera. Beautiful mall. I'll show you at the end of the video what I ended up buying. And then we went to the NBA game that night. Busy day. Beautiful lounge. You can get food and such a great view. More comfortable seats. You can get drinks. It's such a fun way to experience an NBA game. I'm so glad I did it. The next day was the Final Four. This was like upon opening, it got so much crazier. The next day we had a little bit of a break, which was nice to get away from the crowds and everything. We drove to the coast, the Gulf, Corpus Christi, and then to this little border island. It was called Port Aransas. It was so beautiful and peaceful, a nice break from the city, but it was very busy because it took a couple hours to get there. And I got a Sonic. I love the iced coffee. I thought these were so cool. It's just something I'm not used to seeing. These beautiful wind turbines just everywhere. I flipped the camera. I don't know why. But I just thought it was really beautiful to see these. They're probably not exciting to everyone, but we do not have these in Canada. It's too mountainy. But because of the flat land, it was everywhere. I went to San Antonio for a week. I went to an NBA game, the Spurs and the Mavs. No, the Spurs and the Cavs. And then Saturday was the Final Four teams of basketball all day long. And then with there were 68,000 people in that building. It felt like it. It really was hard for me to kind of get used to that. I've never been around that many people. I had some anxiety and I had to figure out what I could do to relax a little bit. And then we had a day off. We drove, it was a couple hours to Corpus Christi. I want to call it Corpus Christi all the time. Corpus Christi. It's on the Gulf of Mexico. And then this cute little town called Port Aransas. Drive on the beach. It's like a little village. And it has all these this shark memorabilia, cute little shark decorations. So cool to see such a different place like that. It's so different from where I live. And I absolutely love that. But it was a lot of driving. I had a Sonic iced coffee along the way. I showed you guys that in the video. I loved that coffee, even though I hadn't been to Sonic before, which is crazy, but I finally like got to go. And then we went out for dinner, had the best seafood. I had crab cakes. I love seafood. I love mussels. I love scallops. I love shrimp. Always, I love it all, except like the really, really weird stuff. Maybe like sea urchin. Not for me. And then we came back because on Monday, the final game was Florida and Houston. And Houston fans were like nothing I've seen. There was more Houston there, obviously, than Florida, but they're different kinds of fans. Like, we were sitting there, and this woman was just screaming, defense! Like, she was screaming into these poor people. I mean, it was a lot for my ears, but the people next to me probably lost some hearing. And then I was kind of neutral because my team is Alabama and they got out. So I was just kind of neutral. And then a Houston fan came over and was like, you seem very neutral. What can we do to get you to come over to the Houston side? And I'm like, I'm so scared right now of Florida and Houston fans. I don't want to get involved. Alabama's my team. They got out. I'm just staying neutral. I just want to enjoy the basketball game and watch amazing players play amazing. That's kind of what I was wanting to do in that moment. Enjoy the experience with so many people. And I had so much fun and such a great experience. I honestly have like a whole side of this trip. These realizations, I had a lot of time to think amongst all of that craziness. And I think when you travel and are around in a completely different place, completely different people, it gives you a lot more perspective on life and maybe some of the small things. I have a whole new outlook on myself, on my dreams, on my goals, everything from this trip. So not only was it so much fun, I mentally I'm dialed in now. So that was amazing. And then the last day I did some shopping. So that's what I'm going to show you here because I forgot to share that when I was there on the shopping. So I'm going to show you now all the things I bought. I'm a shopper. I love shopping, obviously. I had two main things I wanted to get down there, and it was a Spurs jacket, a specific kind of Spurs basketball jacket, and a Gucci key case key case. So those were my main things, and then I had a little sub list of other little things. So I'm going to show you those. I'm going to start in the order of events. So the first place I shopped was Target, and I had a couple things on my mind that I really wanted to get. Really wanted to get these Lemmy gummies. I believe you can get them in Canada, but their duties and shipping costs a lot. So I figured if I'm going to Target, let me try these out and see if I like them before I go through that whole process of spending that kind of money. So I wanted these sleep ones because I have sometimes a hard time sleeping and getting on track. So it took me a while to find these in the store. I went looking in the supplement, the vitamin section, and couldn't find them. They ended up being the beauty. I was very excited to even find them. So I got the sleep ones. I love them so far. I used them while I was on the trip. Another amazing find that I found at Target. Again, I'm pretty sure in Canada you can get these now. I wanted to try these Starface little acne star patches because I am really trying not to pick my face. I do get breakouts. My skin's acne prone. I have always kind of had to use things like this, but instead of picking my skin, which I'm trying to get better at, I figure let's try these. And I used these while I was down there. They're cute little stars. They actually work. I was actually shocked. I was expecting them not to work, and they work. So that's an amazing find at Target. It was so hot down there, and I was overwhelmed what to pack. So I didn't have a tank top, and I was sweating like none other. It was like 36 degrees or something. I don't know. In the middle of a city, it's really hot. So I had to buy a tank top. So I just ran to H&M because I love H&M and just bought a basic tank top. It's not exciting, but it's a basic rib tank top. And I ended up wearing this a lot because it was so hot. I was excited. I wanted to buy some basketball Final Four souvenirs. So I got this really cute cup. It has the teams, Auburn, Florida, Duke, Houston, and a little magnet for my fridge. I like looking at it to kind of have good memories. It was such a great trip, so now I get to look at the fridge and think of the fun, happy times. They left these on all the chairs at the Final Four. Souvenir token? I don't know what to call it. I bought some underwear, which is exciting. I'm trying to find like a good basic brand and type of underwear for every day. Obviously Skims is like the golden standard. Skims is amazing, but I wanted to find a brand in person, and Skims doesn't have in-person stores. So I came across a store I haven't shopped at yet. I think I'm just like past Victoria's Secret time. So it's called Soma Intimates, and I was really pleased with it. Again, I don't really know how these are gonna turn out, but I got some basic underwear. Bikinis I like, and nice, 100% cotton. I love that kind for every day. And then it has this like sticky stuff on the side that's supposed to keep it in place. So I think these are promising. I think that store is actually like a very good intimate store for women. Pair of jeans. I love jeans and I wear them all the time. I have not had luck ordering jeans online, especially trying a new brand. So I like to try them on in person, and where I live, there just aren't, I don't have that much access to really good denim brands, and I just wanted like a good pair of jeans. I have so many Levi's. I love Levi's, but I don't want to only wear Levi's. They had Rag & Bone, which I really know. I've heard of this brand. They have it at like Revolve and everything. And I thought, well, this is a perfect chance to try it on and just see what it ends up being like. And I fell in love with these pants. They're the Lori jean, cloud jean, wide leg, baggy, the most comfortable material, still being flattering. These were such a great find. I will leave links. I will try and leave links for all these things that I bought on my trip down below if you're interested in checking out some of these items that I got on. This was one of the things I needed to get. A Letterman type jacket, Spurs jacket. So at first I wanted one that was leather. I could not find one that was leather, so a sweater material. This was exactly how I wanted it to look. I had to go to a specific Spurs store. I went to the stadium. They did not have it available at that one. I had to hunt this down. And it's not even like my size. I just took whatever size they had. I was that into it. I'm gonna make a really cute outfit with this. Gucci key case. That's what I wanted so badly. I want my keys, I want my card, I want my lip gloss all in one thing. So I wanted to go into a store. I like to buy luxury items in person and have a whole experience and see the item, make sure I fall in love with it. And that's exactly what I did. I had an idea of what I wanted to get, and it ended up working out so great. So this was my little luxury splurge. I'm in love with it. I've been using it everywhere. I'm still kind of figuring out how to organize my keys on it, but I did so good on this trip. I hope you enjoyed this intro vlog. I want to do more of them. I thought a trip vlog would be the perfect spot to start because it's a new exciting thing. I hope you enjoyed this video, and make sure to like it down below and follow me here. Hit the subscribe button down below at holl_ward. I post every single week here on YouTube. And don't forget to head over to Instagram and follow me at the same handle over there. I post all the time over there with makeup, beauty, style, looks. So as always, I hope you have a wonderful week, and I'll see you next time.